All right. So, things that mostly Phoenix Calida is interested in. Basically, doesn't really check to see what anyone else is looking for.
What?
And there you go with internalized recordery happening, taking place. All right. So, what were these things that you had afoot? Now, obviously, of course, like in pretty gosh darn recent hours, we have a Southern State Police, traditional police, at a Walmart. Someone was accused of stealing diapers, and
Right.
the police responded by shooting a 1-year-old to death.
Yeah.
That was the best way to do that. Now, this 1-year-old was carrying a great deal of unregulated brown melanin, highly frowned upon. All right, you can't just go around doing that. And there isn't much more. Latest update coming 6 hours before the time of recording at 3:18 in the a.m. And then several things that I saw interesting that Phoenix Calida was involved in discussion in over on the Blue Sky Echo Chamber. Very bad place.
It's a very bad place.
My goodness, the Blue Sky Echo Chamber, absolutely terrible. But just off the top of the head, real fast here, opening things up. Phoenix Calida, what else have you been seeing like that caught your eye and you're like, holy shit, what's happening out there?
Well, there was the post about the meta glasses because I find that to be interesting.
These guys.
Yeah.
Yo, don't come walking up on me with fucking meta glasses have a look. That's what's cool about is that capitalists with mass manufacturing are not going to deliver a whole bunch of different styles. So don't if you approach me and you initiate an interaction and you have those glasses on, well, I'm gonna respond. Right. Yeah, this is going on YouTube.
I mean, yeah. And I think like the big thing, because the post that I saw was someone, it was a screenshot from Reddit of someone complaining about how they were not being allowed into a venue because they had on meta glasses, because the venue had rules about no recording devices allowed. And they were like, but my meta glasses are also my prescription glasses. Like, this is ableism. Can I sue them? Does this violate ADA laws? And it's like, first of all, why the fuck would you get your prescription done in your meta glasses? First of all,
yeah,
because now you have to rely on them, and that just seems like a bad idea, right?
Yeah,
But then more importantly, you don't understand why people don't want you there because they're a recording device. Like, well, I wasn't going to record them. Everyone who has had meta glasses and used them for something nefarious has said, but I'm not going to record them, and then proceeds to record something.
I think the way it's worded is bad faith. And I think it's something that they're really in now where it's like, we're going to be obviously bad faith.
Yeah.
And because we're kind of rubbing it in your face now. Cause like the way this is communicated speaks to something that all of these people that this person is obviously ideologically aligned with, that they all realize that they have a critical mass of power that if they really feel like it, can't be voted away.
Yeah.
And also can't be just taken away at the street level, because you don't have a critical mass of people that are aware enough that is like kind of your last resort now. And then a critical mass of people that are ready to experience it, that are willing to be frontline, willing to be second line, or willing to even step outside, or willing to even just, hey man, look like we got to just comply with the new we use the word fascist a lot, but America was already America.
Yeah.
Like before Germany. Like, quit trying to like dress up Americanness in like, but Germany did this thing, what America's whole 250 has been.
Right.
The whole 250's been Germany.
Even before the 250, really.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just when they put it on paper.
Right.
Yeah, because like what Christopher Columbus started the transatlantic slave trade literally like right before the 1700s kicked in gear. I mean, excuse me, the 1500s. Goodness.
Yeah. It goes back a ways.
Yeah, I think it was like 1499 was the first exhibition.
Ugh.
Right. All right. I'm looking at that. Back to that wording again. Yes,
Yeah.
they're meta glasses, but with clear prescription lenses. So I understand why they forced me to remove them, but it is legal, right? And something that we've folks like us, before any of us came across each other on the internet, I'm sure we had these conversations in high school, middle school, and depending on what kind of parents you had, maybe by grade 4 in elementary, legal don't always mean good.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think like a larger part of that too is like, I think specifically what we're seeing right now with like the way Republicans are, the way that they're redoing laws, right? Because we fought, well, not we weren't alive yet, but civil rights movement, right? Fought for laws for Black people to like overturn like legal segregation, right? Women were fighting for different types of civil rights. And what we've been seeing happening with the GOP is that we're reversing it now, right? We're in the anti-DEI era. So now, white men are the real victims. So we're taking anti-discrimination laws and saying, well, maybe the white man is the real person who's aggrieved in this country, right? Maybe he's the real one who's discriminated against. And I see this as sort of being an offshoot of that, is how can we find a way to game the laws? How can we find a way to argue that somehow I'm being legally aggrieved by not being allowed to record people without their consent, right? How can I be the victim here, but legally so?
Yeah.
So the rest of us old white men supposed to say about that?
What is all this supposed to what are us old white men supposed to say about that?
What are we supposed to say about that? Yeah. And so I find that to be interesting. And I think it's like extra creepy that they are specifically talking about it from the context of these glasses, just like because there's been so much bad publicity about these glasses, just because there's been so much so many posts, so many, like we've covered it too, right? Like there was a man who was going up to women and hitting on them with these glasses and recording it, and then posting it online and telling them he wouldn't take it off his YouTube channel unless they paid him, right? Like blackmailing them. I don't know if we covered it, but there was a case about someone who was in court supposed to be testifying under oath, and they were trying to use their glasses to like coach them live, like while they were testifying. Yeah, because the glasses have Wi-Fi. So like, yes, they were like waiting to be asked a question and waiting for like because you can see the screen for your glasses. They were waiting for the screen to like come up with the answer for them instead of just answering themselves, right? So like we've seen these things used in so many nefarious ways. And then of course with the recording especially, Meta keeps trying to say like, well, it shows a light on the glasses when it's recording, so but there's ways to get around that, and Meta hasn't addressed them. So yeah, it's super fascinating the way people are trying to justify like, I want to be a weirdo creepy person and justify recording people without their consent, but make it illegal for me not to be able to do that. Like it has to be illegal for me not to be able to film anyone at any time without their consent.
That's one thing,
like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking whiteness and the constantly testing your stupidity.
Yes.
That is something I hate about like interacting with most white people for the first time, is they gotta test your fucking stupidity. Because like saying, a light comes on, really, like, so you really think that I don't know that scissors and electrical tape exist?
Right.
Like you just say that shit to me. You can fucking talk to me. Like you can't just say stupid shit to me and not be annoying.
And I think even the title of it, the way that like this is worded, right? Because like, what is the title versus what actually happened?
Went to a concert venue and they forced me to remove my prescription glasses. Now we have to get down to where they're meta glasses. That's like one of the first broadcasts we did where a story was about a woman, but we didn't get her name till like paragraph 4, but we just kept getting her husband's name.
Yeah. And so that I find to be also very interesting. Like, but it's just my prescription. Like, you first of all chose to get meta glasses, which you're a fucking creep. I already don't trust you.
Yeah, and they know you don't. He knew
Right.
that, but like when he saw him, he said, "Oh, what another great way for me to antagonize people."
Right. And then you opted to get your prescription put in those glasses, which is also, I think, extra annoying too, because it's poor me. They made me take off my prescription glasses. If you can afford meta glasses, you can afford a second pair of prescription glasses.
Yeah.
Like, you don't only have to rely on these goofy ass meta glasses. You could afford another one.
Yeah, well, I think I got 3 pairs of glasses on iBuy Direct for $36.
Right.
The fuck?
Yeah, and it was funny because I actually just went to Reddit to see, and basically all the comments got deleted because people apparently were very mad at this poster.
Oh, like
all their comments
if,
got deleted.
If you make the post, you can delete comments?
No, the moderator deleted them.
Oh, so the moderator's also a chud, I'm guessing.
Probably. Yeah.
And I bet, and here's why they deleted them, because they made sense.
Yep.
Right? Because it's not just like, not just some Phoenix leaders where you said because they were mad at them. They were saying shit that made too much sense. It's like everything is very modern and fresh and new now. But like back when there was no monetized YouTube, so it wasn't worth grifting. Podcasts weren't monetized, not worth grifting. So where was shit going on places like Fox News? And what would Fox News when they'd have somebody on there like Lee Camp? Which I haven't viewed Lee Camp's material in a while. I can imagine what it's like now. But Lee Camp comes on. He starts saying shit that makes sense about the Bush administration. And Fox, they yell over him and throw the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you got to get rid of them saying shit that makes sense.
Yeah. One of the funny things I find about the comments that are that were removed is they all have the same, because you can give like a reason that you're deleting someone's comments if you're the moderator.
Yeah.
And they all have the same thing. Your post has been removed for the following reasons: generally unhelpful, simplistic, anecdotal, or off topic.
Off topic.
So, but also,
so it wasn't about the concert venue; it was about other shit people do with the glasses.
Right. So unhelpful, simplistic, anecdotal, or off topic. Okay.
Yeah. We're buying this.
Which is, I think, the whole bigger thing with the AI shit is like, we all know what it is. Stop lying to us. We can see it in real time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's saying, and what is that very poorly written book, but it said logical things about Western culture. Henceforth, white people think it predicted the future. Right.
Which book?
1984.
Oh.
Where it's like the final command was, don't believe what you see, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. Don't believe your eyes and ears. Believe what the party tells you.
Yeah, I am not going to finish that book. And I am unhappy that I used an Audible credit on it. PayPal.me/Phoenix and William. Somebody hit me back for getting that book. I am displeased. That shit is so goddamn boring. God, just whack at like that writer, nigga. Feel like one of those old interviews. Nigga, is you depressed, Cass? All right, that one. Really ill from Phoenix Leaders feed. And then over here, thinking in that same vein, where they know they have a critical mass of power, so it's like, oh, I'm just gonna say whatever bullshit I feel like saying. And mostly just to antagonize. I want you to respond. Please. Right, that voice you're hearing is MTV's Kennedy that I used to see as a kid introducing the new Soundgarden video is now on Fox News. Time has passed. Kennedy used to tell me that, hey, check out this group called Aerosmith. And now they're up here. I celebrate the what? Linear time is ruthless and rowdy.
Yes, it is.
This person used to come on and tell me like, hey, you specifically, young man, you're going to play this Stone Temple Pilots song for the next 33 years. But in the 33rd year, you're going to see me on Fox News. Don't worry, that's going to exist in 3 years.
Don't worry.
Whew. All right, Kennedy.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, and James David Bowman, James David Vance. Remember, call people by the name that they choose.
Yes.
We're gonna respect James J.D. Vance, trying to sound like he's a rapper. Like he is. Oh my God, he's Bud Bundy.
Ah.
Yeah, like if the show stayed being like parodying where the right wing was and where it was going, Bud Bundy grows up to be J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And damn, huh? And that would mean that Peg's mom took out Bud's grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he wrote Southside Irish Elegy. And what he goes on there and says, yeah, it's Trump 2028. And this is for the idea that, you know, their target, the Rachel Maddow crowd,
right,
will be outraged.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just doofy. And he's just playing out his time because J.D. Vance is really just waiting. Like every time he hears Trump's name, he's like, did it fucking happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's just declared president. That's what vice president is.
Right, basically.
Yeah, second string quarterback. You're in. And then Peter Thiel's employee is going hog motherfucking wild.
I don't know. I don't know how it would work with JD Vance. Just because he doesn't have any type of charisma.
Yeah, he doesn't have the fasci c'est quoi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work. But yeah, I'm also not delighted to see people making these type of jokes about like, oh, we're just going to turn the Middle East into a Trump resort. Like,
yeah,
not feeling it.
Now, this one, you had this one up. You are more, Phoenix Gleaner is more of a thinker than me.
What?
Right. And you have this one up by William B. Fuckley.
Yeah.
William
Wait,
B.
do you want the context or do you want to just read it?
Is that playing off the name William F. Buckley?
Yes.
All right. They're having fun on the Blue Sky Echo Chamber. I like context.
So this is about like the United States current war efforts under Trump, but specifically as it goes under The Art of War. Right, because I'm sure you've heard of The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Oh, God. So many rappers in the mid-90s based their albums on that
shit. Which was the whole point, because a lot of people were like, it's so simplistic. And I think I've said that on the podcast before, that like it's written really simplistic. It's not even like a typical like book format. It's written in terms of like, here's one thought and here's 2 sentences on it. Like very digestible, very easy to read. Like if you can read Dr. Seuss, you could probably read The Art of War. And a lot of it comes off as really like basic and obvious, but people are like, these amazing intellectual insights, right? So that's like the running joke about it. But also like that's what this guy is referring to, where we're like, hey, so maybe you should think before you get into a war. Otherwise you end up here, you know.
And yeah, so what their rhetoric is, and again, I don't talk much about war. I don't read much about war. And maybe I am the simplistic person, and that's why I keep my voice off of it, because I won't be very constructive. So I'm just gonna be like, hey, stop doing it, is all I've got. So William B. Fuckley says one of the oldest running dialogues in history is, quote, war is massively complicated, political, bureaucratic, and logistical endeavor versus fuck you, pussy. War is when you're a fucking badass. Oh shit, I lost. Which, like, is this a joke about the Confederacy?
I mean, yes, but also the type of stuff that was in The Art of War, because people were like, why do we need to read The Art of War? And it's literally like, if you're going to go on a prolonged campaign, make sure you have food for your troops. Empty troops are disloyal, or hungry troops are disloyal troops, right? But then look at like what is happening in Iran when those pictures came out a couple weeks ago with like because the strait was closed, and what were the soldiers eating? Like that fucking like it looked like that fire festival plate shit.
Oh wait,
Right?
the fire festival with Ja Rule in them.
Yeah, and they were because they were showing like what the rations were for like the deployed military in the Strait of Hormuz, and it was like it was like fucking like old bread and like a slice of cheese. But that's the type of shit. Because what is Pete Hegseth like? Oh, you fucking pussy! We're going to war. We're badasses. When also Sun Tzu told you have to feed your troops because hungry troops are disloyal troops. And look at what they're feeding the troops. You know what I mean? And it's like that really is the whole thing, the way that, this whole like hyper masculine, I'm a man, therefore I know how to do war shit. And it was a commentary on that, like socially. And it amuses me because you shouldn't have to tell someone that.
Yeah.
You would think, okay, I have a country, I have soldiers, we're going to war. Someone needs to tell me to feed them. Someone needs to tell me not to deplete our arsenal. Right? Because we're apparently low on like weapons now because we sold so much shit to Israel. Like, someone needs to tell me stop lying to the American public about when the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open again. It's open. It's closed. We're on the verge of making a deal. It's not actually a war. Okay, it is a war, but we're winning the war. Okay, it's not actually a war, but the war is over. We've almost opened the Strait of Hormuz. It's going to be open by the weekend. It's going to be open. You know what I mean? That shit. Like, that is not good for the public, because when the public loses faith in your war, that's when you pull out from the war. I think we saw that happen in Vietnam. And it's just, so funny to me that these guys who are like, I read The Art of War and I'm super fucking hyper masculine man and I know how to do war better than anybody. Y'all keep losing wars because you don't actually think about how to do a war. You think that showing up and being saber rattling is enough. What are you pulling up?
Because like they're saying, because everyone has to be fed.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, well, yeah, I get that from a damn movie with Wood Harris and Cameron and Mekhi Phifer. Right. Everybody eats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, in that instance, he just wanted even more. And it's like, we got to put in more work. But yeah, everybody eats. That does seem simplistic. So like, would you say like, yeah, I don't get like the larger takeaway. Did it appeal to like a lot of these guys in the mid-90s because it was easy to understand?
I think because it was easy to understand, but also they'd never really considered larger implications of their behavior before. And so they were like, oh shit, I actually do need to like think about these basic ass things, right? Because a lot of, I would say for like niggas specifically who were reading this in the 90s, they hadn't really considered action from a perspective of like a group before. Yeah. It was always like an individual action of like, I know how to take care of myself. But it's like, but if you're going to move as a group, then the group has to be, you know what I mean? Like it's different when you're moving with people.
It's also interesting that that this harkens back to an episode we had back in, maybe early 2017 or so, late 2016. And we're talking about the way white people use the word thug, right, and gangsta, and also like how I understand it and how it kind of overlaps with how we use them. And it's like the thug is the libertarian, right? Like what you're talking about, where it's like they're by themselves, and white people see thug and they're like, that's an unruly nigga that belongs to no organization. But then like, who wasn't really into that art of war shit? None of the gangsta niggas in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because they already understood the group dynamics and the crew and what was needed for the whole crew.
Right.
Right. While like the guys like Tupac with the thug thing and Bone Thugs with the thug thing, they're like, No, we're just very, very, very small cliques or just one guy.
Yeah.
So how do we move when we try to incorporate all of what we're going to call Mo Thug or Al Tupac? It's like, well, how am I going to have all these outlaws?
Right.
Yeah, I got to have this whole crew now. And yeah, here's this book that I can rip through. Probably easier for Tupac than the next one.
No, I mean, it's a very low reading level book.
Yeah, he used to have to read the New York Times if he got in trouble.
Yeah,
like that's supposed to sit in the corner and read the Times.
Yeah, honestly, like without exaggeration, I would say that The Art of War is probably like a 4th grade reading level.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really, really easy.
Damn, I bet a whole bunch of 4chan guys read it.
Oh, fuck yeah. And also, I think just the attitude about again, like, because these are guys who want to be like the alpha male, the hyper masculine, like they're manosphere now. Like they're guys who want to play at being warriors and play at being soldiers without actually knowing how to do these things. Because one of the big things also in The Art of War was like, if you're going to go into a war, find out a way to get there and get it done and come back home, because protracted wars piss off the taxpayers. If you look at what's happening with Iran right now, maybe they should read that chapter, because it's a prolonged war for no reason and it's pissing off the taxpayers, you know? So, yeah. But, but Pete Hegseth, he does sit-ups, so he knows better. Manly man.
The bread and circus is a part of the politic now. Yeah, what was going on? Pete Hegseth, and just, I saw one of these clips. And I'll start incorporating more video clips into these videos. Right now, I'm getting comfortable going live again. And he was doing a bench press.
Yeah.
And his body, I'm in the same shape as Pete Hegseth. I, too, am an alpha male. I didn't know that I had achieved that. And he's doing the bench press, and he can't do it. And the cat that has to pull the bar up off him and essentially save his life on camera is about my complexion.
Yes.
Except he just looked like he was a bodyguard for Suge Knight.
Oh,
he was a bodyguard for a bodyguard. And I see someone's comment here that reads, I listened to The Art of War a while ago, and you could almost hear Sun Tzu's exasperated sighs throughout.
Yeah, like I tried to tell y'all about this.
Yeah.
Right?
It's almost kind of like 50 Cent after the Massacre album, because like through if you really get into his lyrics and hood politics like that, like he was trying to show like, okay, so you want to be Mr. Gangster Man, this is the most logical way to do it, starting with the Power of the Dollar album and the Get Rich or Die Trying album and then the Massacre, and then after that it was just like, oh well, fuck it then. And I'm thinking like, and remember, Tupac was not out of prison for a long time before he died. And some of those last records recorded like in August and early September, you can hear it. Like he has Troublesome 96, where he's just like, I tried to warn the little nigga, either stop or bleed.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, I give up. Send me to hell. Ain't nothing worse than this cursed life.
Right? Yeah, like let's see. I'm just glancing at some of the quotes from this book. He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. That should be obvious.
Yeah, that's what a cost benefit analysis. The word cost is there. Yeah, which is like, but then again, yeah, the thugs need this because gangsters got 12 niggas in the room and they're like, hey, I want to go put this work in. 3 people are gonna pop up and say, is it worth it?
Right.
Do you need to do this? Right? Like when Corrupt was going at DMX and Snoop from Rolling 20 said, hey, homie from the Rolling 60s, do you need to try to, because with your Rolling 60s credentials, right, pre-Nipsey Hussle, do you really want to do what you're going to do with banning DMX from performing in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Shut that down, please.
Just saying.
Analyze the cost.
Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack.
Whoa, once more.
Attack is the secret of defense, but defense is the planning of an attack.
Yeah. That's how a lot of niggas approach running fades.
Yeah.
You fight defensively. You run an attack like you're giving them something to counter. They already have their counter move ready. This is why Phoenix Cleater always beats me at the video game. I sit down, I pick up the control, and I'm like, okay, I am also a mortal combatant. I'm Katana. Ow, stop hitting. Why did you fatality me?
Great results can be achieved with small forces if you attack an enemy where he is unprepared. Like, I'm telling you, this is not complex shit, and people ate it up like it was really some fucking.
Yeah, again, the language that you hear on the West Coast is you got caught slipping, catch you with your pants down.
But because again, it's either you're serious and you know what you're doing, or you're trying to win, or you're just doing shit for optics. And this administration is about the optics. So,
like, I would actually like a what would it be like a scientific level study on how many niggas rhymed creeping while you sleeping between 1989 and 1999. Everybody was creeping while you're sleeping because it's better when they're, what was that quote? When they're unprepared.
Unprepared, yes. So yeah, I saw that and I was like, I know exactly like what this person is talking about.
And then I'm not going to use the homophobic slur that he used, but Ice-T has sort of an edgelordy counter to this in 1997 when he said so like we going face to face, all that creeping shit's for F words.
Oh,
Moving on down with it, having way too much of a fucking grand old time with Phoenix Kalita and this wildness.
I have a copy of this book somewhere too. You should read it. Yeah.
I hope it didn't get caught in the Great Flood.
I hope it did not.
All right. When we mentioned the Great Flood in this household, it was previously owned by a landlord, and the plumbing wasn't great. There was a great flood. I bought a hazmat suit. All right. Someone asks a question in the Blue Sky Echo Chamber.
Yes.
And an evil person answered it.
An evil person answered it?
I'm
not on my blue sky.
Some would call this a rhetorical question because it wants you to engage with a little bit of rhetoric. Why not? They ask, how is it that we're letting a minority of Americans push us into fascism? That fun F word. And these names, B. White, MD. Like, I don't know if that's a black person in the avatar. They are probably having fun. All right. Oh, it says urban doc for kids. Maybe they're actually a black doctor, a black pediatrician.
I think so.
Maybe. All right. But your name just happens to be B. White and you're black. Nigga, stop playing. So they're going to be white and answer and said, because the plurality of white citizens are cool with fascism. It is 2026. Please stop asking how we are where we are. Asked and answer ad infinitum. Oh, I can hear the exasperated Sunzuzian tone.
Right, taking off the glass, doing like that Malcolm X, take off the glasses, put your head on, like, put your head in your hand on the table.
Just dead fucking tired of it. And it's like they have a reset button. Every fucking morning they wake up and they're just like, no, the world is everything that I saw in Mr. Rogers and what I was told in kindergarten. Everybody's caring, sharing, and playing with puppets.
No, they're not.
No. They don't care about each other. They won't share with each other.
And also, like, the comment section was interesting on that one to me. Because a bunch of people in the comments were like, because Republicans, because billionaires. And it's like, yeah, because Republicans and because billionaires, but also because of whiteness, because of white supremacy. That's why.
Yeah, the Republicans are just like a political apparatus for like the most like deliberately egregious, knowingly egregious to congeal under.
Yeah, and it's like so fascinating to me that people don't realize that, like the average white person who, well, maybe just, I don't really know what woke is, but maybe it did go too far.
All right, like here, this one, Gaseous Clay, So probably a black person with that has the same problem I have with milk. Gaseous Clay says, I have the same puzzlement over how a very small minority, 1%, is dictating policy and news reportage that with regards to Israel committing genocide. And beyond that, I have a thought about that one that I've probably just been building over the years. I'm not that smart. It takes me a while. And it is actually simple, back to like that Sun Tzu character again. It's very simple. Sadistic people are more ambitious than casual and passive people.
Yeah.
Like they want it more.
Yeah.
Right? Like they'll go where they gotta go. They'll do like they don't give a damn. They're like, look at how much shit that is fucked up is done by rich men. Mm-hmm. And then look at like rich men that come from poverty. And it's like, yeah, think, oh, you just became rich because you wanted to do that shit. Mm-hmm. Right? Or like you wanted to do it at this level, right? Like you can abuse women and girls in poverty, but you're like, yo, but I want to abuse those women and girls.
Right.
Right. Like I want the upper echelon of abuse.
Right. Who was that one guy that was in the Black Panthers? Larry Eldridge?
Eldridge Cleaver.
Yeah. Eldridge Cleaver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because it wasn't that.
Yeah. You were thinking Larry Elder.
Yes, I was. I was. And I was like, oh, but I hate that guy too. So.
Right. For different and the same reasons.
Right. But what did he say? Didn't he say something like that?
He said, practice raping black women and girls so that you can properly rape white women. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if he had girls in there as well. And I say black women and girls. He didn't say that in his book. I say that because I seen y'all niggas. I know what you do.
I don't know if he said girls, but the way he started as a teenager. So if he was starting on his peer group, then it was girls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Damn right. Checking the my wave file. I am live. Checking my internal wave file. That is good. All right. Outstanding. This one, this individual, MD Steeler fan. So they're from Maryland and they're a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Outstanding. They say minority rules because of the Supreme Court, Nazis, stupid voters, and racism. Another reason is because too many eligible Dems stayed home. Oh, and never forget the billionaires and their support of the orange con man. I could go on, but I choose to abstain. Yep, I do. I get that one. And I still come back to, but also the people that got on the Supreme Court to be bad, they wanted that their whole lives.
Yeah.
They've been trying to get there. Like Brett Kavanaugh, like, remember when he was a teenage boy, he had the foresight to turn up the stereo music volume before attempting to rape Christine Blasey Ford because they didn't want to get caught. He been that sadistic and that ambitious to get on that court.
Yeah, and I mean, I would even point out too that still, like going back to the white supremacy part, because it's always going to be the white supremacy for me, is but who put him on that seat? Who put him on the bench on the Supreme Court? I mean, he got right because like
the people that voted for him, right? Of course, the Senate.
Right. But what is the racial makeup of the Senate?
Well, it's a lot of folks of Irish, Scottish, British, French descent. Maybe a few with some German lineage in there, a little bit, Polish,
maybe.
Yeah. So some of these people from these places, I don't know what you call it, Europa. Europa with an identity, I've heard. But
yeah, it's white supremacy. And like, where were the exit polls? Like 55% of white women who voted for who? Which party? The majority of white men who voted for which party? So when you say, why are we where we are?
And they were ambitious about voting, and they're ambitious about burning ballot boxes from areas that typically vote the way they don't like. They're ambitious about it. Like, I've never heard about ballot boxes burning from a right-wing district ever because leftists aren't ambitious. Right? And then not just leftists, like really who does the unambitious leftist critique? the all-encompassing shit lib who is also less ambitious. They were really just ambitious about, taking school serious, extracurricular activities, and having a constructive career path and being a serious adult. Outside of that, they're not ambitious about anything.
Yeah.
Like, they're really they're avatars for the Americanism that right-wingers pretend to be.
Yep.
Like, really, you think about it, like the Obamas are the Americans that right-wingers pretend to be. Right? Took school serious, smoked a little reefer, went to Columbia, partied, did a couple bumps of cocaine, went on to Harvard, became the president of the Harvard Law Review, right? Became a constitutional scholar, go on to be an organizer, run for office, get married, crank out 2 kids like a good American, right? 1 kid to replace each parent. And then pulled himself up by his light-skinned ass bootstraps to be the president. Yeah. Like, the Obamas are America as fuck.
Very much so.
Yeah. Right? Hell, even Joe Biden's from a place called Scranton. Scranton?
Scranton.
How America is that? Scranton.
Might as well be Springfield.
Scrantfield. Jeez, Springton. Yeah, man. I like that one. I like the worthwhile discussion that this stuff that Phoenix Calida finds on here on the Blue Sky. That's why I go. I look at the road just traveled and Phoenix Calida, and other people also post.
And other people also post.
They really do. That is their thing. Chad Loader. These names. What are they playing off with this Chad Loader? All right. So Chad Loader comes on here and they tell us that the reason cops kill is because the job attracts people who fantasize about murder, which I think about that, right? Like someone that is a cop right now who is 26 years old. 10 years ago, they were 16, right? Really, that sort of period, the Gamergate on the Trump period of time of their life was their mid-teens. And it's like, and now they have the badge, the gun, the qualified immunity. And best believe they were reading the progressive leftist and feminist comments about like qualified immunity and what police can get away with. And they were like, oh, no shit. And I can get paid to do it. And I can get, right? You think they don't read our comments and learn? Right? Like they see that like when they resign and they're like, well, why do all the progressives and feminists care that they resigned? And they look and they're like, oh, because you still get your pension after. Oh, fuck yeah.
Right.
Found my career. I don't want to fucking be a textile worker or whatever the hell kind of careers are out there. I want to be a fucking cop. I can shoot niggers like I've been fantasizing about on 4chan this whole time.
Oh God, yeah. Like, remember that story about the police department in Alaska where every cop on the force has been convicted of domestic violence?
Yeah, every single one.
But I remember, like, I was reading the article about it, and they like did interviews with some of the cops. And he was like, "I didn't think I was gonna get hired, but here I am." And I was like, "Oh, fuck you." Yeah,
right.
And,
same goes for ICE agents. They were like, yo, because think about what it is when they see the videos. They're like, hold up.
Right.
I can
do that.
I could shoot a lesbian in the face and be cheered on and do $1 million GoFundMe.
I can rape a 13-year-old and have her sent to a detention center with no medical care so she dies in childbirth.
As many as a one. And yeah, and no consequence free. I got no fatherhood, got no child support, got no nothing. Right? All I got is a memory and a story to brag about. And I get to trigger the libs with it.
Yep.
When I brag about it. True. Yeah. They're more ambitious in their sadism than we are in our pacifism. Right? And I know somebody tuned in, they're like, I'm not a pacifist. I don't know. Well, are you acting upon anyone?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. How many bullets you lodged in faces? This is going on YouTube. This one can't go on YouTube. All right, getting better at going live. Got to remember, going live means can't say that shit. All right. Dancing it on about. Oh wait, you had one more. What was this one? Signal is a tool. Is this about the one where some right wingers claim to have infiltrated Signal at Delaney Hall.
Yeah, and it's like, just oh god,
oh man, it's just this one's too much. I could skip.
No, it's fine. It's like, because it's like so many things. The core of it is, if you are any sort of leftist, I pick your flavor, progressive Democrat, leftist, anarchist, communist, so what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
Be discerning about shit, because this is something that I have been, and not just me, like, right, like I'm the only one. It's not just me, right? That we have been harping about, especially elders who have done stuff before, have been harping about, is keep your circles tight, keep your communication clean. Don't just be letting anybody in. And we kept getting this fucking pushback of like, well, if the government wants to know where I am, they'll just find me anyway. You're complying in advance by having safety protocols, right? Like,
God, they love their little phrases. They're so right-wing with their little phrase. You're complying in advance. You're utilizing thought-killing cliches because you want to have fun.
You're preparing to go to prison is what the fuck you're doing.
And I'm not
and I
interested.
Am not. I don't want to go.
Don't worry. I will share the fundraiser to put money on your books, little homie. I guess, little nigga.
Right? Yeah, because this goes back when they, it came out like ICE was tracking people, and then it came out that ICE has like fake accounts and they're trying to like infiltrate spaces, and then of course, obviously, like 4chan types, whatever you want to call them, are trying to infiltrate spaces, and of course they are, because that's what the fuck they do. And so we kept trying to tell people, like, keep your shit clean. Keep your shit clean. Not saying don't go out and do stuff, but keep your shit clean. And they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. There's no point in safety protocols because I'm already probably on a watch list. Like that whole like defeatism shit. And it's like, this is not pragmatic. And I made a post and I was like, if that's how you think, then I don't want to know you. I don't want to talk to you, because you are going to do some shit that's going to get me caught up. And I don't need those type of problems in my life. Right. And I got a lot of pushback. I got put on a lot of block lists for that. I'm a shit lib. Okay. And now, like, apparently people are saying, like, right wingers are saying they hack Signal, but Signal is like thus far, like the most secure form of communication that we have.
Yeah.
Like, and not just for leftists, for anybody. Like, they have the encrypting and it's clear. But if you add a bad person into your Signal chat group, guess what happens?
Then everybody knows that a journalist saw your war plans.
Exactly.
Like, be more discerning than Pete Hegseth. Can you do that? Can you, like, consider the fact that you are equally as logical in your conduct as Pete Hegseth? No. This is why I ever want to talk to people in person.
Yes.
Because as a William, which is an obnoxious name, and my black frame glasses that need to go down to the Whoopi Goldberg bridge of my black ass nose, I need to know how you feel about the verified fact that you are ideologically aligned with folks that are as pragmatic as the Kegster.
It's embarrassing when you put it that way, but that's absolutely true, right? And like, because it's that thing where people don't know, because they haven't taken, and also the arrogance and the main character syndrome, where like, oh, I can just pop into, a situation and like know how to handle it without any training, without consulting someone who has experience, all that shit. And like, that's not how it works. And now y'all are letting fucking Nazis into the group chat, and everyone is getting exposed and doxxed, and they're going to turn that shit over to law enforcement. The fucking FBI is going to show up at your door. And clearly we are in an era where they don't give a fuck what they're charging you with. They're just going to charge you. We saw that with the Broadview 6. They just brought charges against another quote unquote Antifa Signal chat group in Minneapolis. Yeah. And it's whatever the fucking Antifa chat group is. That doesn't even, but it's like,
they're un-American.
Mm-hmm.
And we now have the Republican Party in and of itself is the House of Un-American Activities Committee.
If you don't know what that is, please fucking search it.
Yeah.
Because you should know that at this point. Because that's where we are.
Right. We got to bring back the word McCarthyism.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God. Because that is essentially how they talk. Like, Republicans don't speak English. They speak McCarthyite. looking on over here, dancing it on, right? Flipping the script, I'd say.
Yes.
Right? A lot of people don't like when I do that, but when I see a fucking script, I get acrobatic. That's my
Really?
thing.
Okay, Cirque du Soleil.
I'm not known for that. Okay, Cirque du Soleil. Sorry, not sorry. So leftists over here, and they call themselves MJ Free, right? These internet names. Well, I literally call myself Laborhood, goofball ass name. All right, so we have a picture of Donald John Trump and Melania Trump, and Donald John. Man, that hair. What
It's
the
weird.
fuck does he do? Does he like take his bangs, pull them down, and then like fold them back up?
I don't know.
That shit is wild. I don't know what that hair is.
I wonder if he just has like a bald spot somewhere, so he grows everything else around it super long and like waves it over. It's like a really bad comb over.
Woo. But then it's like 80s big. Like he's big. It's, you know, it makes me feel like I'm a big guy. A lot of big, strong guys. Yeah, right. But this one is not about Donald Trump and his big, strong guys. So leftist Morgan Freeman puts up this image of Donald John Trump and Melania Trump and writes over it. So now we are hearing confirmation that Melania was an expensive whore and Donald Trump bought her off Epstein after Epstein and his friends had been dipping her for over a year. Thoughts?
Ugh.
You gotta
Wait.
love the thoughts, guys.
Didn't I have? I shared a quote tweet from someone, right, about that? Yeah.
Yes. Now we have Mistress Matisse.
Matisse. Yeah.
There we are. Mistress Matisse quotes it and responds saying, if you yourself have not personally sucked dicks for money, then I don't want to hear you use the word whore as a slur like you're fighting for freedom or some shit. No, sir, that is misogynistic as hell, and you ain't no comrade of mine. Yeah, these online white leftists and their tokenized orbiters, they have done damage to the word comrade.
Oh yeah.
Man, like that. That was also like a cool hood nigga word outside of like politics.
Mhm.
That was how we talked.
Yeah.
And white people.
Yeah, and I am so frustrated with the way people are talking about the Melania situation because it's like this is why we don't use the word prostitute when we talk about sex worker rights, right? Because the word itself is like tinged in a way that the idea is that if you're a prostitute, it's because you're a bad person. And that's the way they talk about Melania. Like she's a bad person because she's a sex worker. And it's like, no, she's a bad person because she hangs out with traffickers. She's a bad person because she's married to a con artist who's, you know, stealing money from Americans. Like there are so many things that she's done that make her a bad person. Sex work is not one of them. You know, and I'm just really tired of the people pretending that like, and also that whole thing where there's like men, especially like leftist men, who have this idea that because a woman has done something bad or like an ethnic minority or, you know, like a gay person or a trans person has done something bad, that now you're like allowed to use like slurs against them.
Oh man, Jasmine Crockett is still like the sassiest genocider in the world.
Sassy.
I mean, you saw how like she was laughing and sassily just shooting Palestinian children in the face by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like literally, like James Tallarico was like, Jasmine, please stop. And she was like, ha ha ha, I like shooting faces. Right? Like soon enough, they're gonna be calling her Black Leopard Princess.
Oh god.
Like the way these fucking white leftists talk, man. They push me away, right? Like I didn't leave the left. I was excommunicated for being too black.
Yeah.
All right. And now I'm getting toward the one that the title is for, as I have been on for a bit of a time here. And a white Republican left quite a mess for me at work yesterday afternoon. I know everyone's very surprised by that. So I'm looking this up on NBC News, but I'm sure this story is carried heavily. A Mississippi family is demanding answers after a 1-year-old was murdered when police responded to a shoplifting allegation at a Walmart, and they deliberately fired at the 1-year-old in their vehicle. I'm looking at the article, but I'm wording it in a way that I find most accurate. The murder occurred Sunday afternoon in the store's parking lot in Cinnabotobia, about 40 miles south of Memphis, Tennessee. Cinnabotobia, 40% of the people there are classified as Black, descendants of the plantation, and escaped becoming strange fruit. 56% is classified as white, the overseer class. So look at this as a place that has a lot of niggas. And I think that's part of why the police hit the scene so ready and gung-ho. You know, I was looking at this while Phoenix Kalita was taking the dog out for a little poopy pee, a little pee pee poo poo, right? For a little trumping out there. And I was just looking at those things about the area, and I thought of that immediately, especially as I was looking at the news coverage, and they were interviewing people in the parking lot, and I was hearing what we call what was that, a part scent, which is what I call black scent. I call that a part scent now because it is an accent of apartheid. We've all been in the same country, state, cities, and even neighborhoods for 250 years. Why don't we sound alike yet? And that is because there is still an apartheid state inherent within the caste system of America.
Right.
Continuing, the baby's name was Cohen. I think the H is silent. Cohen Wiley, and was in the vehicle with his mother and a family friend when he was murdered, says the civil rights attorney Ben Crump. The friend was critically injured, and he said, and quote from Benjamin Crump, Cohen Wiley was a baby. His mother, who has not been charged with any crime, says she was trying to communicate to the officers that there was a baby in the car. I don't want to overcorrect the brother, but I would say not that she was trying to, but that she did. They heard that communication, and then they responded with what they thought was a good idea, knowing that, oh, there's a baby in the car. Hey, knock one off from the future, you know. And also considering the forced birth policies, we want you to keep making them for such public target practice.
Yep.
Is how I phrase these things. And the latest update that I found on this right before hitting record comes from WAPT, ABC subsidiary channel 16 up in Jackson, Mississippi. And Cinnatobia, this is a town name I've never said before.
It's a weird name.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like indigenous or Anglo. I don't know. Right? Sound like Mesopotamia. Right? A Cinnatobia officer placed on leave and tear gas deployed as hundreds protest the murder of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. And of course, people of whom classify themselves as white are already on the internet claiming that she drove her vehicle toward the officers, and so they had to. No footage has been released. So they are just claiming this.
Yeah, I heard that actually, like, there is body cam footage. It hasn't been released yet, but it shows that they were driving away from the officers when the cops started shooting.
Yeah, and which it's already known that they throw themselves in front of the cars for an excuse. Like, it's all gamified. Like, everything is up, down, left, right, ABC, select, shoot, baby. So my brain wants to go Cinnabotobia. I don't know why my brain wants another syllable. The Cinnatobia police officer involved in the murder of the 1-year-old child has been placed on administrative leave to be resigning soon. Get ready to, if you are Now, what? Huh?
Oh, and also note that they haven't released the name yet, so we can't look up their social media.
Oh yeah, that's got to be scrubbed. I believe the social media scrubbing really either began or ramped up with Derek Chauvin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it was like, yo, why is this dude's name not out there? So they're on that part, and so they're gonna resign. And keep in mind that this person has been looking at these stories online, so they know the process. Oh, do this, resign, get my pension, go get a career somewhere else, collect 2 checks for the rest of my life, and then get Social Security. And also, every person classified as Black has to pay that check by force.
Mm-hmm.
They paid them the salary to do the murder, and now you're going to have to pay the pension after the murder out of your Black ass paycheck. Deal with it, nigger. The decision comes as demonstrators demanding justice for 1-year-old Cohen Wiley marched through downtown Senatobia and gathered outside the Walmart on US 51, where the murder took place on Sunday. I don't know why the wording is where the shooting began. And as I scroll up, the name over the article says Chris Oswald, but it says his title is executive producer. Did he write this with fucking AI?
Oh, maybe.
Can you search Chris Oswald, executive producer, WAPT 16? Phoenix Calida is searching that up right now. That felt very patriarchal the way I just did that. Even though I get it, like we're working together, we're doing this.
Yeah.
So as the crowds grew outside, the police said, well, now that we murdered one of you, now what comes next? Kick out the tear gas in an effort to disperse protesters, which is like, what do they do wrong? None of them murdered a baby.
Right, exactly.
Right? They're gathered against person that murdered baby. This is bad. Coming up on that 250, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, MBI. Yes.
This guy only has 2 stories, and this is one of them.
Huh. And he doesn't, there's nothing like coming up that says
no
like,
bio.
oh, damn. Yeah, that may be an AI person and an AI article.
His face doesn't look AI.
It looks real.
It looks real something.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Damn, is he on that Trump Jr.?
Maybe.
Yeah, god damn. All right, might be on that Trump Jr. Might be. I don't know. I'm just some dude. So according to MBI, Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, officers with the Senatobia Police Department and Tate County Sheriff's Office responded Sunday to a shoplifting call at Walmart. So you needed the city police and the county sheriff because someone was accused of taking unauthorized diapers.
Yeah.
Investigators said the officers encountered 2 adults and a child getting into a vehicle and attempted to stop them, and said the driver then drove in the direction of the officers, nearly striking one of them. Lying. But also AI wrote this, so are they just pulling that from comment sections? I am withdrawing from this article.
Yeah, I don't I'm glancing at, like, he has a post on LinkedIn. He only got this job a year ago.
Yeah. News is about to go down.
And yeah,
fucking
he doesn't
hill.
he doesn't have any sort of bio on the yeah. I don't know.
So this also doubles as a story of how well, think about, like, where do the tech guys lean, right or left? Phoenix Calida.
Well, they're obviously progressives and they want to make the world a better place for everyone.
Elon's a tech guy. This is what Phoenix Calida is saying about.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're right wing.
Yeah,
you know.
they're right wing. And what if right? And keep in mind, it's generational. Like, as soon as someone's a right winger, they're basically a part of the Daughters of the Confederacy, right? Once you choose that side ideologically, politically, you are just a part of the lineage more so than an individual or independent actor. So as they act within this generational project, what is something they always been about? The damn media. Damn media saying things that are true that we want to lie about.
Facts have a liberal bias, goddammit.
And so now what are they doing? Making me withdraw from an article because the media is fucked up and it's lying and making fake news. There was no attempt to run over no damn cop. No cop was almost struck by a vehicle. That is a lie, 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 lie. And now I can't trust what is that news outlet? I think I was so mad I closed the tab, reopened closed tab. WAPT 16 subsidiary of ABC, no longer clicking and telling my audience, do not click that outlet. Find another source, and they're about to be a dwindling, which means even more fake news because now it's just going to be shit that people randomly claim.
Yep.
Right? Like the one that I saw my favorite black incel recently post. My favorite black incel is Sean James. He's an incel in his 50s. He's amazing. He trips me the hell out. Like I could do a whole separate show.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Yeah, that was brutality. Get those leveled out. But yeah, like I could do a whole separate show just covering his videos or just responding to them. And a lot of it, Feast Leader could do that with me. That could be our Sunday fun.
Oh, Sunday fun day?
Yeah, do that, then watch Clue again.
Okay.
And then watch Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead again.
I was gonna say The Princess Bride, but okay.
The Princess Bride again, even though that's Patton Oswalt's thing when he's depressed.
And understandably so. It's a fantastic movie.
Oh yeah, man. But one of the things Sean James shared was an obvious AI image of a black woman, and it was one of those things. It was just like, I need to meet a man that makes 100,000 a year so he could take care of my 5 kids. It's just like, no one said that.
Right.
Yeah. And that's going to be a big, like, information is going to go way downhill. Like, get ready to get back to local newsletters, baby.
Yeah, definitely back to local newsletters.
Yeah. Like, yo, like, hey, home, this is what happened down the block. Like, citizen journalism. Like, you about to see me try to monetize walking around town just asking niggas what happened. It's, yo, hey, so what was cracking out here? Oh, man, them motherfuckers did the whoop-de-whoop. And then I fucking write it down in my newsletter and pump out one a week, 20 pages. Here's the local newsletter. And I hope you do so in your town, right? Oh, what happened here? Oh, the brother was doing this. And then the police officer yelled, stop resisting. But he wasn't even touching the brother. He was 10 feet away and yelled, stop resisting. How he resisting? You ain't even touch him. Boom, write it down. Police officer preemptively lied and said, stop resisting, while his hand was over his body cam to only get the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I will get shot by that cop.
Probably.
With his hand over his body cam while he yells, stop resisting.
Probably.
And what a great way to close the episode. And yeah, I want to close the episode, but I'm kind of resisting. You listener, yell stop resisting. Thank you. Damn it. I did that and I only stopped the internal recording. I forgot about the live.
That's
All right.
what you deserve.
Damn it for resisting.